Hi guys, for today's Pick a Crystal, we're going to channel the energy that you should be channeling today. Okay, so for pile one, if you feel like this crystal resonates with you, feel free to fast forward by clicking the link below to pile one. I think of a lemon peel when I see that. And then if you feel like this crystal resonates with you, feel free to fast forward by clicking the link below to pile two. Okay, so I'm going to move ahead to pile one. Hi, pile one. Okay, so what's the energy you should be channeling today? What is the energy? Something about stable foundation. Okay, let's dive into this. Folding out. This foundation, okay. It folds out and I see, like I'm seeing what this foundation looks like. And I do see a few rocks, but I see the ocean behind it. The rocks, sorry, the rocks move. The water comes in. It creates a pathway. I feel like these rocks are now people. They're energies. I feel like you're the leader of these energies, like picking and choosing who comes along this path. I feel like this path is the path along your foundation. I'm seeing separation of like somebody moving to boulders or cliffs, and here's this pathway, tons of building structures, and you're walking through, looking to the left, looking to the right. I feel like you have, what is it? It's a bag, a heavy bag on your back. So it's like you're bringing something with you. And I feel like something was above your head before. I feel like there's seashells in this bag. Like those things you hear. I forgot, like specific seashells. I forgot what they're called. I'm seeing somebody swing back and forth. Upside down in a cave, And it's like you come from the dark and then you go to the light. You come from the dark, you go to the light. You think about exposing yourself, you think about being closed off. You think about exposing yourself, you think about exposing yourself. All right, I'm gonna open my eyes. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. While your societies continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. There simply is not enough money in the world to buck the natural currents of individual freedom and independence of thought. So I feel like the energy you should be channeling today is opening up to who you really are. Being free. I feel like there was a big message in how you build this stable foundation of yours. So it's like I saw this stable foundation, and it was showing me, like Spirit was showing me, it unfolds. It showed like an old school roadmap. It was unfolding, it was opening, and then it showed me the bless me. Bless me, sorry. It showed me this these rocks in the sand, which ended up turning into humans, like individuals. And it's like you were choosing which individuals you wanted in your life along your life path. And the ocean was in the background, like slowly creeping in. It was movement. And then your path was much more clear. It turned very, it got very detailed. And then there were these two, either cliffs, boulders, mountains, whatever you want to call it. They were separated along the path, and then there was a bunch of these buildings. So I feel like for you to be able to build, to create in a stable foundation along your path, you have to listen, because you were carrying a bag on your back, so something heavy. But what you're meant to carry is your intuition, what you listen to. You know, I said they were seashells. I feel like the seashells that start, hold on, what are the seashells? Hold on, I feel like this is important. Just bear with me, entertain me, because I feel like I'm going somewhere with this. Seashells that you can hear sound. I know it's like mainly all, but it's got a name. Conch shells. Producing ocean-like sounds when put to the ears. So hold on one second. Tropical, conch is a common name of a number of different medium to large size sea snails. Conch shells. Yeah, they were conch shells. It's like you have to listen. There's something up with it's like you feel like you have a lot weighing heavy on you right now, because it's not what makes you you. It's not your independent thought. It's other people's thoughts. You have to listen to your own intuition. You have to listen to what you believe makes you feel, makes you you. Our diversity supports our individual freedoms. I feel like what Spirit is saying is that, like, you're different, like your path is different. And maybe somewhere along the line, you've been knowing this while your societies continue to try to dictate and enforce human behavior to please the majority. Because of your diversity, it continues to be an uncomfortable struggle that again and again falls of its economic weight. Yeah, I just feel like Spirit was saying, like, it was very clear that your path in life, your journey is different. So what that means is, you know, when we were seeing different energies and you picking and choosing, it could mean that, like, if you were to look at your natal chart, the house placement that falls under your local community, you could be like the oddball, you know, like your planet placements within the house placement of your local community may be based on tradition, you know, like, for example, Capricorn planets within a house placement of, I don't know, I'm just going to give you something, Aquarius or Pisces, you know what I mean? It's like those planets don't belong within that house placement. It's like you're misplaced within your own local community. I mean, you're not misplaced because your soul decided on that, on this journey, which makes it a little more difficult. You're not here to please, like, your soul decided on this. But anyway, I just feel like it's coming through for a reason. So you may be thinking about something about a firm foundation, about building, something about being different. Well, look at this as your confirmation. Individual freedom is what you need in order to make this, to create this. You need to listen to yourself, your own independent thought, and nobody else. So channel that, channel the thoughts that just come to your mind and shut off everybody else. You may be somebody who goes to others for advice. You know, like I used to be that person who, like, I had to hear my best friend's opinions first. Like, I had to speak to them. I had to get their food for thought. And it's like, and I always wondered, like, what would I do without, you know, them? I always thought they were like the voice of reason, you know? But looking back, it's like I ended up losing myself by doing that. Where was my own mind at the end of the day? I ended up doing things that, I mean, by my choice, of course, it was all my decision, but, like, I ended up listening to so many different people that it's like I had no mind of my own. Your mind can't be that open where you don't have a mind of your own. You have to figure it out on your own. What resonates with you and what doesn't. And I feel like that's Spirit's message to you, is channeling your own energy today. Shut off everybody else's opinions and advice. What does your voice say to you? And I've been listening to that so much lately that it's that first voice that comes into your head. And once you start really recognizing that, you're like, whoa, that's you, you're my higher self. And then you recognize it and you're like, oh shit, I didn't realize it was you this whole time. So that's what I got for you, Pile 1. I hope that helps and I hope that resonates. Bye. Okay. Pile 2. Hi, Pile 2. Okay, what's the energy you should be channeling today? What is the energy you should be channeling today? What is the energy Pile 2 should be channeling today? I'm seeing a roller coaster, and I'm seeing somebody's mind. I'm definitely seeing, like, an emphasis on somebody's either third eye Or like, you know that doctors, the thing they wear sometimes around their head when they're examining? It's definitely that. It's like a light around your third eye. It's that thing, like a headband. Okay. Something to do with the mind, roller coaster, examining. Not sleeping, but like trying to sleep, something like that. Maybe trying to shut off your mind. Just like tossing back and forth. I feel like in your mind, you're thinking of love. Oh. In your mind, you're wondering if you'll ever find true love. I think sometimes you think it's not in your cards. But then other times you're like, it is in your cards. I think you go back and forth on this energy about like, is love meant for you? Are you meant to love in this life? Are you meant to be in a relationship? Are you meant for this? Something like that. Are you meant to be domesticated? It's like you see this stable home, but then there's like clouds around it. It's like you see this future you want. It grows in your mind. I really see it. You envision it. You envision all the fine details to the nitty-gritty. Literally, I see the fence, I see the plants, I see the pavement, the grass, the garden, the house, the designing. I see it all. You truly manifest. I see that you have like a fine eye, that you have an eye for detail that catches other people's eyes. It catches other people's attention. But it's like I see you looking through this, what is this? Telescope, like wondering when. And I see them saying it's like you already intuitively know that it's in your cards. It happens. But then you do this roller coaster of emotions where you go back and forth on it. All right, I'm going to open my eyes. Feeling negative emotions means I'm launching requests. That's so funny. As more people observe hardship and strike a tense, resistant pose and therefore disallow their own well-being, others use them as their reason to do the same. And in a very short time, a very negative pattern of resistance can sweep through your population. The good news in this scenario is that in every moment that every person is feeling negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched, and those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by source. I feel like I read that wrong or weird. I'm going to reread it. As more people observe hardship and strike a tense, resistant pose, and therefore disallow their own well-being, others use them as their reason to do the same. And in a very short time, a very negative pattern of resistance can sweep through your population. The good news in this scenario is that in every moment that every person is feeling negative emotion about the economic state, vibrational requests for more abundance are launched, and those requests are heard clearly and responded to immediately by source. So, pile 2. It's exactly what I was saying. So the purple, it's like you intuitively know already, like you feel it so strongly that you have this future, laid out for you with a spouse and a house and this, very specific. It's just like, it's like a very true manifester. It's like you just see things through fine detail. You really do, and you envision it, and you may see it just a little bit every day. And it's just something you do. It could be out of habit, or it's just what makes you happy. It's what makes you smile. But then it's like you don't see it actually unfolding or happening. And then it sets you in this roller coaster of emotions in your head and sends you in this probably repetitive cycle that you're meant to break in this life. I know I always go back to this, but I'm always going to do that because I feel like it's a message that is meant to be heard. Repetitive cycles that aren't suiting are meant to be broken. You can look at them as curses that are meant to be broken. It's very true. If there's a negative thing you tend to do that tends to happen to you, it is a karmic lesson that you were meant to learn from and break from at the same time. So, this is an insecurity of yours. You are meant to believe in the unseen in this life. You have to believe that. And you know why? Because it's unseen. And intuition was coming up. I saw purple and I saw a school bus. It's like you already intuitively have that wisdom. You already know. You probably do this time and time again where you get down on it. It's like, where is it? Where is it? You're meant to cut that off. You should really test it, actually, and see if what I'm saying is true by manifesting something smaller, something, not that this isn't attainable, what I'm saying, it is. and it's written in your destiny for you. It's part of your destiny. But you should test it just because this is part of an insecurity. Insecurities are insecurities. They're hard to break. I can't be like, listen, it's because you're insecure, so cut the shit out. Like, my dad does shit like that all the time, and like he thinks that works, and that doesn't work. That doesn't help me. Like, listen, this is your problem. Now that you understand your problem, you need to stop the problem. You understand? It's like, no, thank you, but no, that doesn't help. So it's like, why don't you try something smaller so you see the magic for yourself? You're not meant to be insecure. You're meant to believe in the unseen, because things happen for you with that. Also, again, that's how manifestation works, is believing in the unseen. I would also ask you to think back in life all the things that you ever wanted that you did get. Whether it turned out to be things you actually wanted long term or not, it doesn't matter. Were they things you wanted and you got? What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought. The roller coaster of emotions, though, it's like, you can't do that to yourself. You definitely, you can't. That is just like, I know it's just like I'm saying something so much easier said than done, but it's like, everybody's got a different story. Everybody's got a different journey. This could be something that's meant for you later on, I don't know what you're currently doing, but maybe there's something else you're meant to be doing or figuring out in the meantime before that comes into your life. Okay, now I remember what I wanted to say. The law of attraction and manifestation. 1000% I believe in it. I do. But I also believe that we all have a journey here. We all agreed to what it is we want to do in this life. So it's like those things, I'm trying to think of how to word this, because I don't want anybody to misunderstand this or to feel discouraged. It has to align, and it's going to align with what you're manifesting, because you're not going to manifest something that you didn't ask to, you're not going to want to manifest something that is not aligned with your journey or soul's purpose. I could tell you that right now. So that's the first thing. However, I do think there is a timeline that needs to take place. So for example, money. Okay, let's just use that. You can be manifesting $1 million, but in your soul contract, you may have asked to work hard for it in this life. Does that sound stupid? Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Yes and no. But there's reasons why our souls choose the life we do. You have to understand that our souls feel like, how when we feel really happy here, like really happy, like laughing nonstop, whatever, I feel like it's something like that times 1,000 up there. So it's like, it's almost like we're on crack. Something like that. And it's like we always want to learn. It's like whatever we felt like we didn't learn from the last life, we want to try to conquer in this life. Something sort of like that. Don't quote me, but I just feel intuitively it's something very similar to that. So what I'm trying to get at is that your soulmate and this house and this future and all this stuff you're manifesting, I believe most certainly it's part of your journey. It's just not part of your journey right now. So there's no need to get hung up on Maybe it's not coming. Maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I never find love. No, no, no. You do find love. You do. There's a reason you feel the way you do. It's not happening right now despite you trying to attract it, trying to manifest it, because it's not part of your timeline. You understand what I'm saying? It's not part of your soul contracts right now. You're meant to do another thing in your soul contract because that's what you asked to do. So that's fine. Keep manifesting, keep attracting that. Do that. Keep doing that. But it's all about timing. So yeah, that's what I got for you, pile 2. The energy you should be channeling today is positivity and trying to quiet those negative thoughts, the self-doubt thoughts, okay? So I hope that resonates and I hope that helps. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.